guys as the two receivers on the podium and just kind of the impact he had on y'all coming here and the impact he's had on the offense this season?
Definitely looking forward to it next season, and it has always been a goal of his, so I'm very proud of him.
Yeah, that's definitely a accomplishment for Coach Wiz. He comes in every day same way, high energy. He's gonna give us his all. So I'm happy. Excited for him to finally be in that role.
Rob, right in the middle on the left.
This question's for Ruben. Obviously, one of the goals was to get here. Have you allowed yourself to kind of enjoy the fact that you're here? Obviously, you want to win the whole thing, but have you been able to take a moment and just go, we're the team that finally broke through and made this thing happen?
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. I've been, this opportunity, it only comes a while because there's a lot of good teams in the nation, but I'm glad that me and my boys were able to get this done for the 12th man and for us. So, yeah.
So left side middle to student radio.
I guess this could be for all four of y'all to answer. So how has your game changed from week 1 to now? And then how do you personally elevate it against an NFL-like defense like Miami's?
All right, let's start with Demetrius on the far side.
Yeah, I mean, just from week 1 to now, I think it's just a trust in my game that has allowed me to play the way I play. And getting ready for a team like Miami, it's not about going to be who can play the hardest or do the hardest. It's about who knows what their job is and can execute.
Yeah, I would say something that has got better for me is my confidence. Coming from game 1 to what is this, game 13? Game 13, 14 now. Yeah. So I was in my confidence mainly.
I'd say from week 1 to now, I'd just say me trusting my blockers, being more patient. I'd say week 1, week 2 around that time, I was more like in a rush because, I come off the injury, so I'm itching to make a big play. I'd just say my patience has got better throughout the weeks.
I say from week 1 to now, I just learned to just become a leader when things are not going right. And you feel me? Like there's a couple times this season where I didn't get what I want, but offense got what we needed to do. You feel me? And I think just me just being able to just play my role and focus on my role has helped me.
Let's go to the right side to Christy from the Associated Press.
I wondered for all you guys if you could talk about Marcel Reed and his leadership and how you've seen him grow this year.
We'll start with Mario. Go left.
Marcel, he's grown a lot. He's become more of a vocal leader. Say in the beginning of the season, he really wasn't that. I think he's gained a lot of confidence, and he knows he's the guy, and we're ready to play behind him.
So me coming in with Marcel, I say from freshman year to now, Marcel has got way more mature. I say he knows ball more now than when he did now than he did before. And he just, basically what Mario said, he's becoming more of a leader.
Oh, yeah, I would say, this is my first year with Marcel, but him, growing up, being able to, read the defensive coverages, faster, and then, like Mario has said, just becoming a better vocal leader, because you are the quarterback of the entire team, so we are only going to go as far as Marcel takes us. So.
Yeah, I mean, playing on the offensive line, knowing that he can sit comfortable back there, and just knowing that he can put us in the right position to block the right people who need to block, I think it's just grown tremendously as a player, and I think he's going to continue to grow.
Go left side front to Mark, and then to Tony.
Okay, this one's primarily for Demetrius and Ruben, but you guys might get the ball too in the running game, so if you want to jump in, feel free. Basically, Miami has a very, very good record against the run. you guys kind of take that personally, and how do you approach a defense that has kind of made its bones stopping the running game?
Yeah, I mean, as an offensive line, we know what we have to do. We have to know our job. We have to know the game plan. I think as long as we go into the game and execute the game plan that our coaches have given us, I think we'll be perfectly fine.
I wouldn't say as much as a challenge. I know my guys, they're ready for the challenge. You know, it's been like that a couple games. Mizzou game, they said there was a good run defense. We put up over 200 rushing yards. So I just feel that once we just align, do our assignment, put effort in, we'll get the job done.
Let's go to Tony on the front row.
Questions for Demetrius. Obviously, Trey got some attention for the comments he said about Ruben Bain last week. As a running mate on the offensive line with him, when you hear something like that, is that just something that you kind of get fired up about? And is it something kind of not necessarily that specific, but do you echo that type of confidence and sentiment there?
Yeah, I mean, I know as an offensive line, we're ready to do our job. And I think that's what Trey was speaking on. It's just the fact that we know what we're capable of. And if we go out there and do what we're capable of, we'll be perfectly fine.
Let's go to the right side to Carter and then to Travis.
I've got a question for Mario and then KC. For Mario, after being banged up there for a few weeks last month, just how do you feel now, and how good was it for you to have kind of those few weeks off?
It's been great. Just me getting back to 100%, me getting back to my full speed is just going to help this offense a lot. And this team knows that, all my teammates know that, and I'm glad to be back out there at 100%.
And KC, in case this is the last time we talked to you, have you made a decision yet on whether you're going pro or coming back for next year?
I have not made a decision yet, but
Kind of go into that decision for you.
so just talking with my coaches, talking, with my parents, we're gonna put our trust in God, and whatever He has in store for my future, we're gonna go like that. So.
We'll go to Travis on the front row from KBTX.
Casey, what does it mean? You've already earned some individual awards, some All-American. What does that mean to you, and especially doing it here?
I would say that it means a lot, doing it here inside of the SEC upon a bigger stage than where I had came from. But to me the job is not finished. Me and my teammates, we still have our eyes set on the national championship. So whenever the season is over, I will sit back and think about all of that stuff. But for right now, we are focused on winning. So.
And for you individually, can you think back of kind of getting recruited to A&M? Is there a moment you think back of talking with Coach Wiggins that you kind of realize, like, hey, this is the guy I want to coach me?
Yeah, for sure. This was actually my last visit that I had came to. Talking with Wiggins and talking with Coach Klein. Those guys talked to me, and told me that they wanted me here, and then as the season is winding down, now I can finally see why they had wanted me to come here and play at Texas A&M.
Let's go left side to Robert Cessna, and then we'll go to Nolan for a Zoom question.
We'll start with Demetrius. Anybody else want to join in? How do you let the moment not get too big or maybe get too excited for the game?
I think you have to let it get a little exciting before you can calm yourself down, because going out there and just like, I got to do this, I got to do that, and just being super tight, it puts more stress than it does. So, I think when you walk in the stadium, you take those moments, you're like, man, like we were here, we get to play this game. And then, as the game gets closer and closer, you start to settle down and lock into what you got to do.
All right, let's go to the back right to Nolan, and then we're going to go to Aaron.
This is a question for Mario from Luke Cheney of Kane Sport. I understand it's early in prep week, but is there anything that stands out about Miami's secondary just from watching them on film?
They're very physical and they're great in the back half. So I look forward to this matchup.
Okay, we'll go to Aaron on the left.
Starting with Ruben and Demetrius, you guys have been here in College Stations for your entire college careers. Just what does it mean for you guys to kind of be the building blocks for what A&M's become starting this year?
Yeah, I mean, starting from my freshman year to now, just realizing what we've went through and how far we've came, it means a lot. You know, every game you go into, and the 12th man still sitting there cheering you on no matter what's going on. To me, it just means a lot.
Basically, it's the same thing. Yeah, my freshman year to now, you know, things wasn't the best, you know, but I say most of us stick together. We stayed at A&M, and then we just believed in Coach Elko and what he wanted to do, and then it all worked out. Now, year 2, we're in the playoffs, so, yeah.
And then KC and Mario, you guys, this is your first year here. Just what does it mean for you guys to come here, immediately make an impact, and make this team a championship caliber team?
This is just a dream of mine. I always wanted to play in the SEC and become this type of player. So it's just, definitely just a 360 moment for me, just committing here and just seeing his vision and being able to do this. So.
Okay, we're going to go to the right side to Cedric from the Austin American Statesman, and then Christy.
Hey, Demetrius, as one of the OGs in the locker room, you've been here for a while, and this is an epic season. I know the Texas loss was disappointing, but as one of the leaders, what do you say to the younger guys to let them know that there's bigger fish to fry? You guys could win a national championship.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it was a rough loss, and we hate to lose that game, but we got hopefully 4 more games left. We can't afford the time to sit and soak. We had our time off to sit and soak about it, and now we got to go win a national championship.
All right, just go to Christy on the right side.
I guess for any or all of you guys, I'm sure there's a lot, but what's the number one thing y'all will have to do on Saturday if you want to win?
Physical.
Let's start with Mario.
I say just be consistent and trust our game plan.
Yeah, I would just say, you know, be physical. So.
Yeah, just communication with everybody. I mean, as long as we're talking to each other and staying on the same page, we'll be fine.
Are we going to go back behind the lights to Tyler from KBTX?
For KC and Mario, when you guys came here in the off season, did you foresee kind of the passing game going the way it did? I mean, from what this team was before you got here to what you guys were able to contribute and kind of what you guys are now and this receiving core. I mean, how did you foresee you guys fitting into this?
See, you know, that was the talk, you know, of us actually, you know, getting here. You know, they had wanted to expand the passing game. You know, they had wanted to, you know, bring guys in, you know, that could get open, separate, and stretch the field vertically. So, you know, I personally don't think that it's a surprise what we have done on offense. You know, all of us knew that you know we can do it, and you know we just had to go out there and actually do it.
Yeah, we just knew when you get a lot of explosive guys in a room like us, like me, Ash, KC, T-Bus, a lot of explosive guys in an explosive backfield like we have, it's just hard to go wrong, honestly.
We're going to left side front to Tony and then Alex.
Questions for Ruben. Ruben, obviously we already asked about Marcel Reed and his development, but you're one of his closest friends on the team. You guys came in together close even when he was, you know, came up before he was a starter. So personally, as a friend, what kind of growth have you seen from him personally as he's kind of grown into like the face of this program?
I'd say Marcel, like when Marcel first got here, he wasn't, you know, he was a shy guy. He didn't really I wouldn't say he didn't talk to no one, but like he stayed back. He was laid back. But now as him becoming a starting quarterback, becoming basically that dude in College Station, he's more outgoing now. You know, he talks to everyone. He talks to everyone on the team. Like he's not just talk to the receivers or the running backs. Marcel talks to everyone. Be dancing around the locker room and stuff. You know, real funny guy. So I say he grown a lot.
We got Alex Miller on the left.
For Ruben, just if and when Le'Veon can return, what would that add to this offense? And just can you sense how eager he is maybe to get back out on the field?
Yeah, when Lev returns, it's gonna add an extra spark to the offense. You know, Lev's really explosive. So, and then with these guys, be able to get open on the outside, and then it's just me and Lev will be able to open more on the inside. So.
And then for Mario, I know you've talked about your relationship with Coach Wiggins in the past. Just, when you saw that there was going to be an offensive coordinator opening, did you go and vouch for him? And just kind of, how did you guys find out that he was going to be the offensive coordinator moving forward?
Oh, that was definitely a big decision. And us going forward, and me just telling Elko that that's the guy that I wanted to run the offense, and I think that he could take the keys and put us in a position that we wanted to be. And also I trust Elko to make the right decision, and I'm just happy for him and Coach. I'm just happy for Coach Wiggins.
How did you find out he was going to be named OC?
He actually told me.
All right, we're going to go back behind the lights to Sydney from KAGS and then finish with Rob.
Casey, just for you, you've quickly become a fan favorite to a lot here. What has your journey meant this season, and what has it been like really feeling the embrace of the 12th man?
Man, it's been crazy. We are nothing without our support system, without our fans. Without everybody coming to the games. And cheering us on. So whenever I can, whenever I have the time to, I try and always interact with any and every fan that I can interact with, because you never know how you can change somebody's day, change somebody's lives, by just simply having a interaction with them. So.
All right, left side middle with Rob to wrap us up.
This for all the guys. So a video resurfaced this week of a couple of the Hurricane players that were here the last time they came to Kyle Field, and they said how crazy it was that they had never experienced anything like it. Can each one of you guys talk about what you expect the crowd to be like on Saturday?
We'll start on this side with Mario.
The last game in College Station, I expected it to be very exciting, and we're gonna come put on a show for y'all.
I'd say for a playoff game, Kyle Field for some years, it's gonna be electric, and I'm already knowing. Even though it's gonna be 11 a.m. kickoff, I know it's still gonna be turned up in there, so I'm ready.
Yeah, so whenever I first got here, my first game was crazy. I've never seen anything like that. So and then we have a playoff game here. I already know that it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be amazing though. So.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely know it's going to be a packed out game for this game, and first playoff game in Kyle Field. I think it's going to be an exciting one to watch.
All right, that's a wrap. Thanks, guys. Good job.